Qatar Airways Grand Prix of Portugal 2025. And we have, on the top step, Marco Bezzecchi lights the flag in some style for Aprilia Racing, also making it Aprilia's most successful season in MotoGP with 3 wins overall, 2 of which you've taken. And yesterday's winner, today just forced to settle for second, but another great haul of points for Alex Marquez from BK8 Gresini Racing MotoGP. And third place, after you dueled it out for the win today you were catching him, but maybe needed 1 or 2 more laps. Pedro Acosta from Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, third place. Marco, we'll start with you. You've had a few races recently where you clearly looked like the guy, and then there's been bad luck, a penalty, something in the way. Yesterday, maybe you would have also expected to just have a little bit more, but today you had everything you needed to really just set that pace, keep it, and disappear. You must be happy with that.
Yes, I am. I'm super happy.
I was like, please don't stop there.
No. I'm super happy, of course. Fantastic to get a victory. As you said, yesterday I was happy, but not completely, because when you start from pole position, of course, you always hope for something more. But yesterday, Alex especially, but also Pedro, they were stronger than me. So I spent the evening with the team in the box to try to analyze where I could do better, where we could improve, and we found something that helped me through these weaknesses that I have. And yeah, in the warm-up I understood that I could be inside the battle, and the race was super good, so very, very happy.
And it's been an interesting season. Obviously, you and Jorge, who's not currently here, we're both new to the Aprilia this year. But it seems as the season's gone on some days, you and the Aprilia have been the package to beat. Obviously, Mark and Ducati have often been the package to beat, and in the championship, Alex and his Ducati as well. Do you think you're more on that level than by a significant margin? How have you improved? Do you think it's true that today Aprilia and you are the best? It's an interesting dynamic throughout the year, and obviously most successful season, 3 wins. Do you think Aprilia has really made that big step to take on Ducati?
Well, it's a tough question, but let's say that we were able day by day to improve. Of course, I always believed in the project, and I always been confident with my bike. The engineers and the whole factory in Noale worked super good always. And it's true that at the beginning we struggled a bit, but then we were able to improve. So for sure now we are not yet at the level of Mark, of Alex. We can fight, I think, with Pedro, of course, that has been also super good in the second part of the season. But we must work again. We must continue improving, and hopefully we can reach their level soon.
Try and keep my questions less of a book from now on. Alex, obviously yesterday sprint winner. You've won Grand Prix this year as well, which you hadn't done yet until this year. Second place, though, is that good enough when you've got the silver medal? We saw your front tire on the live. You clearly were kind of just saving enough to hold him off. Was that the kind of plan once you saw the play of the race?
Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, today Marco, he was faster than us. He was more brave. He had already more clear things. From the warm, I saw him flying, and I said, wow, will be tough, but I say, okay, nothing to lose. We'll try to go with him. I saw that the pace was super fast, but you know, in that point, I destroyed my front tire in the right side, and in the end, it was difficult to keep the lap times, to keep the pace and all that, and I suffered to keep the second position also with Pedro. But anyway, I mean, I tried my best. I was able to make a good lap times also in the end with that problem, but as I said, yesterday we were the fastest one on track, but today Marco, he was much better than us.
The second question is a bit more of a random one. Through the final corner, you just look insanely good. All the Ducatis look pretty good, but you seem to have something there. What is it? We've seen you gaining like 10 meters on people coming around that apex and onto the main straight. Have you got a special secret there, or does it just suit you?
I mean, today was not like this. Today was Marco, he was faster than me in that.
Through the whole
point.
weekend, though, on balance, you're the guy on TV where you're like, whew.
Yeah, but today, no. Today, Marco, he was faster than me. I was not able to close the gap there, you know. He had, like, especially better entry, and he was able to keep the line better. And for that reason, in that point is where I destroyed more the front tire. But anyway, we know it that I was expecting already Marco and the Aprilia super fast here. Also last year, Viñales was super fast from the first moment, and yeah, they did the click on Sunday, but you know they were inbeatable. So just we need to do is keep working, and you know the points that still we are struggling, has happened a little bit to us, to all the Ducati guys in Australia. It was the fast corners with bumps. Here we had the same feeling, and we need to focus on that point to improve it to the future.
Congrats on another podium. So Pedro, move on to you. So close, yet so far. Was that sort of the plan, to save and then attack, or did it just kind of click together at the end? Tell us about your race.
Well, not easy, you know. We know that normally we suffer with these kind of races, that normally we start with a lower grip than our competitors. But anyway, I think we managed in the best way. We are again in the podium. It's exactly what we wanted to do after the summer break, you know. Try to find this consistency inside the top 5. Looks like now we found, and we are making good races. It's true that Marco and Alex today was much faster than me from beginning to the middle of the race. Then it's true that I was recovering, but was already too late, let's say, for this. We have to be happy because beginning of the season we were struggling a lot compared now.
And obviously, like I said, since the first half of the season, you've taken a big step in the second half. I think you're now just out of reach of third, but you're now 2 points off Pecco, I think. If we said to you at the start of the season you'd finish ahead of or right behind Pecco, would you have been happy? And the position overall, is that something you really look at all, or has it just been about that tough start and then making it into that constant progress to reset and really attack again next year?
I mean, it's true that maybe if we start the season in a better way, we could fight for more. But like I say, Alex was super strong in whole season, let's say. Marco, after they found something with Aprilia, they make a step up and start to be one of the best of the championship again for this. It's true that now it's not something that we are looking for. Like I say, we have to keep going and let's focus in our target to be consistency. Now it looks like we are much closer to be always in the podium. It's true that now it's missing Mark on track, but we are making good races for this. We have to try to be there and be one of the top guys of the championship.
Congratulations on another podium. So, questions from the floor?
One question for you and also one for Marco. Marco, I'll start with you. Alex just said that he was fastest in the last sector until yesterday, and apparently you found something there today. Can you explain a little bit what you found there?
I don't know in particular. Let's say that for sure I had the possibility to see Alex many laps yesterday, and my lines were not the best ones. But for sure also the guys in the box, they did something to help me to be less aggressive on the bike, to try to let the bike go a little bit more. And anyway, I had good confidence on the front making this modification, so then everything started to be a little bit better. So I think it's a mix between these things.
Thank you. And Pedro, my question to you. After the race, you said that you thanked Danny because you WhatsApped with him, and he told you to maybe approach the race in a different way or look at the race in a different way. Could you tell us what he meant by that?
Well, we was not talking nothing really serious, but you know, only my second season in MotoGP. These guys have a lot of experience, and sometimes I'm missing that experience, even not only in MotoGP, also in the championship. For this, he's the master for that, you know. A lot of races, he was one of the best in the two strokes moments, and he have other way to see the things for this. I don't know, super happy to have Danny by my side. It's true that now I use him more than maybe last year, but anyway, super happy to have him and super thankful to him to all the job that he's doing for me.
Neil Morrison, I have a question for Alex at the back here. Alex, Compared to the sprint race yesterday, when you were behind Marco, where was he stronger today compared to your package?
As I said, especially where I feel it more, I mean, was more in the fast corners, in the flow area. You know, he was able to find something. But I also need to say that my feeling in the last sector, from the first moment on the weekend, was not the best one. You know, on the last corner and all that, on the front. So for that reason, I demand too much to the front tire, and I opened too much. I had a lot of graining because I needed to force too much the bike to have the speed in that point. So he was able just to have more speed, have more turning in that point for his riding style, and he was flowing more than me.
Okay, go and have at least one day off, hopefully, and see you in Valencia.